Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Carly and welcome to my YouTube family. Today's video is going to be what makeup I take with me traveling and how I pack my makeup as well. I've been on a few trips recently and I thought I would share with you how I pack my makeup when I do go away, whether it's just traveling in the car down south somewhere or if it's going on a plane to an overseas location. Then I thought I would share with you today how I organise my makeup and how I store it in my makeup bag for when I go travelling. Now there is quite a lot of makeup here because yes, I am a makeup artist and it's just my passion and my love, and I have a lot of products, so it's really hard for me to narrow it down because there's so many different looks I might want to create when I'm away on holiday. If I want something very natural, very subtle, or if I'm going out at night for dinner or something, I might want to do more of a full glam. So I have narrowed it down to just my main products that I take with me and also what brushes I take with me as well. I think we might just jump straight into this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos. If you'd like to see what makeup I take with me traveling and how I organise it, then please keep watching. Okay, so first the makeup bag I take with me is this one here. It's a nice kind of medium size, not too big but not too small. And it is from the brand Models Prefer. So this was quite an affordable makeup bag and I really liked that it had two separate compartments. So it has one compartment here and then one at the back as well. So it does hold quite a lot of makeup, although it does look rather small for a makeup bag. I find it fits everything in perfectly and that way it's not too heavy and not hard to carry as well. So this is the makeup bag that I put all my makeup in when I go traveling. And then I also take this little tiny rose gold makeup purse, and this is what I carry just some smaller makeup items like my lip products. I like to store in here just so they're separate and they don't kind of get lost with all the other makeup items in my bag as well. So this is a little travel purse that I take with me. When I'm packing my makeup in my makeup bag, I always go in order of what I use. That way I make sure I don't miss anything and I don't leave anything behind that I might need. So the first products I always pack first is sprays, priming sprays, setting sprays. Those are always what I use first and last in my makeup routine. So I do have two that I take with me. The first one is Fix Plus. I have to take this with me everywhere. It's my absolute favorite spray. It just hydrates my skin. You can use it to intensify foiled shadows and you can also use it to spray after you've done your whole makeup just to make your skin look nice and dewy, and it makes the highlights look more intense. So I have the coconut one here. I love to take this one traveling with me because it just smells like you're on holidays as well. It's just so beautiful. So this is the first product I always pack. So I just pop that in the back section. I kind of keep all my face products in one section and my eye products in the front section. The other spray I take with me is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is my favorite setting spray. It just sets and holds my makeup on all day and all night. So I pack that one in the back section as well. And then for face products, I also like to pack a beauty oil. This is by Farsali. It's the Rose Gold Elixir. I love this beauty oil. It just makes my skin feel so much more hydrated and smooth before I apply skincare and foundation. So I always pack this one with me just in the back section here as well. I haven't included skincare in this video because I thought it would probably be a bit too long. So I might do a separate video on what skincare I take with me traveling because that would go in a totally separate bag as well. So if you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments down below and I'll definitely do that. Next up is face primers, and I do take a couple of different ones just depending on what I want my skin to look like and the look I'm going for. The first one is from Marc and this is the Coconut Primer. This is when I want my skin to look really nice and dewy and really hydrated. This one is perfect for when my skin feels a bit more dry when I'm on holiday, and I just find this one looks beautiful. So I pack that in at the back section here as well. I also take the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer, the Radiance one. This just makes my skin look glowing and beautiful. If I'm not wearing makeup on a particular day, if I'm going to the beach or just hanging around the pool, I'll just wear this on my face and it just gives a beautiful glow and it looks really nice. So I pack this one. And then finally, I always like to pack a pore minimizing primer. So the Benefit PoreFessional is just really easy to pack. It's quite a nice small compact primer. So this one is what I like to use in the T-zone area for if I do have enlarged pores and I want them to look more smooth. This is the primer I pack for that. So that just goes in at the back section here as well. Now for foundation, I always take a couple of options with me as well, just depending on the location I'm going and what look I'm going to do. If I'm going to do more of a very natural makeup look or if I'm going to go for a more full glam look for an event or a dinner. So I do pack a couple of different ones. First of all, if I want really nice full coverage, beautiful looking skin, I will pack the NARS. This is the new Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is definitely one of my favorites at the moment. I love this. and I take the shade Barcelona. I usually have a tan when I go on holiday just because who doesn't like to look nice and sun-kissed and bronzed? So these are my tan shades that I take with me. That will just go in the back pocket with all of the other face products. Next, if I want just a very lightweight foundation, just a very natural looking one, I like to pack the Maybelline. This is the Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. As I do have drier skin, I do prefer this one. This is such an amazing, beautiful, everyday, natural looking foundation. I take the shade 220 Natural Beige. And lastly, if I'm wanting that really no makeup look, something very, very subtle, if I'm just going down to the beach or by the pool and I don't want to wear a lot of makeup at all, I like to pack more of a CC cream, and this is the It Cosmetics Color Correcting Full Coverage Cream, and it does have SPF 50, so that's really good to wear if you are going to the beach or the pool, just because it's going to give your skin a really good protection. It's like a tinted moisturizer, but it's a CC cream, so it's just really, really natural looking. Next, for concealer, I pack two different concealers. The first one is from Becca. This is the Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. This literally I will use just on my skin on its own. If I'm not wanting to wear any foundation at all and I'm just wanting a very light coverage, this I can use just under the eyes, a little bit down the center of the face, and blend it out, and it looks beautiful. So this is my go-to concealer for that really natural look. And then if I'm doing more of a full glam look, I like to use the Tarte Shape Tape. This is in the color light medium, and it's just the most beautiful full coverage concealer. If you want that really full coverage look, this is the perfect concealer for that. Next up we have powder, and the first powder I like to take is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. This is just my favorite powder just to set my whole face. It's just a really lightweight powder, and it just gives a really soft look on the skin. It doesn't look too powdery or too heavy, which is what I like when I'm on holidays. So this is the powder I take with me. And for the nights when I'm going for that more full glam look, I like to take a loose powder just to use to bake under the eyes, and this is the MAC and Starr Patrick's powder. This has become one of my new favorites. I've loved this since I've purchased it and tried it out, so I will take this one with me as well. And that one will go in the back section. I literally can fit so much stuff in this makeup bag, it's really surprising. Now for bronzer, my ultimate favorite bronzer I always take traveling with me is by MAC. It's the Give Me Sun bronzer. You guys probably know this by now. It's definitely my favorite. It's that beautiful warmer toned matte bronzer which just makes my skin look so sun-kissed and beautiful. So this is definitely my favorite bronzer to take with me traveling. And I also like to take more of a shimmery bronzer in case I want to go for that more of a glowing look on the skin. So I really love this one by Hourglass. This is the Ambient Lighting Luminous Bronze Light. And this one is so beautiful. It has a really nice sheen to it, but it's more of a natural looking bronzer, so it doesn't look too heavy on the skin. This is perfect for holiday looking makeup. And then lastly, I also like to take the Hoola bronzer from Benefit. This is more of a contouring bronzer for me. So it has more of that cooler tone to it here. So if I want to do a little bit of natural contouring, this is the bronzer I like to take with me. And it also comes with a little brush, which is really handy that you can contour with that as well. Next is blush, and I'd like to take two different blushes with me. The first one here is by MAC. This is one of their Extra Dimension Skin Finish blushes in the colour Hushed Tone. This is a really beautiful, it's like a rosy pink tone, but it's really, really natural looking on the skin, and it gives that nice glow. So if I'm wanting more of a glowing look to my skin with my blush, this is the one I like to use. And then my other favourite blush to take with me is from Natasha. This is one of her blush duos in the shade Peach. I absolutely love this. This is by far my go-to blush when I'm on holiday. I love to use this colour here. It's a really soft peach tone and it's matte. So it just goes with any makeup look I choose to do. It gives that nice flush of natural colour on the cheeks, so I love taking this blush with me. Next up is highlight, and you guys know that highlighting is my absolute favourite thing to do with makeup, so it was hard for me to narrow it down, but I did manage to narrow it down to 3. First I have a liquid highlighter, and this is the iconic Illuminating Drops, and literally if I'm going for that dewy glowing look to my skin when I'm on holiday, this is the product that I need to use. It's so beautiful. I apply this all over the cheeks, around the forehead, down the center of the skin, and I can even use it on my body as well, and it gives such a beautiful glow. So definitely have to bring this with me. And then I have 2 powder highlights. The first one here is from Laura Geller. This is the Gilded Honey Highlight. This is literally the perfect highlighter to take traveling with you because it's so small and compact, and it's that beautiful gold tone which I love with highlighters. So this is my number 1 to take with me traveling. And then my other powder highlight I like to bring is this one from Dose of Colours. It's the Katie and Desi collaboration, and this one is called Mirome, and this is more of that kind of pink champagne tone highlight if I'm wanting that more kind of subtle natural look, this is the highlighter I love to use, and it's really compact and easy to take traveling as well. When you are traveling with makeup, it's always important to look at the packaging of certain products as well, something that's really easy to take with you, that's not too big, and it's not likely going to smash or break in your bag. So that's usually what I look for with products that I take traveling. There is a few exceptions because I have some favorites that I can't not take with me, but usually I will try to take that into account. Okay, now we're moving on to some eye products, and a lot of these eye products I will store in this purse here along with my lip products just because of the shape, and they're easier to find in here than buried amongst all of my foundations and powders and everything. So I will put all of my brow products and eyeliners in this little purse here. So first for brows, I like to take a really natural brow product with me. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and this is just a really natural brow pencil. I find when I'm away on holiday, I don't usually like to go for full brows. I just prefer them to look quite natural for some reason. So this is the perfect brow pencil to take. So I'll pack that in my little purse here. And then I also take a brow gel with me, and this is my favorite one. It's from L'Oreal. It's the Brow Artist Plumper. And I take the color medium dark brown, and in the brow pencil I was the shade 4. So I pack that in my little purse here. And then for eyeliner, my absolute favourite eyeliner to take travelling with me is the one from Marc Jacobs. You guys probably know this by now because I use it in nearly every makeup tutorial. And it's the brown colour. It's called Brown Out. And this is just my favourite eyeliner to use. If I'm not wanting to go too dark with a black, this is the one I'll go for. And if I am wanting to go more dark with an eyeliner in the waterline, I will go for the one by NARS. This is the black eyeliner called Via Veneto, and this is like literally black and it stays put on the waterline really well, so I like to pack that with me. And if I'm wanting to do a wing and do a little bit more of a dramatic eye look, I'll take a liquid eyeliner. My favourite one is the Tattoo Liner Trooper from Kat Von D, so I'll also pack that in my little bag here. Now for mascara, I like to pack 2 different mascaras. The first one is just a regular mascara. This is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot. This has been my absolute favourite mascara, so I'll pack this one with me. And then I also like to take a waterproof mascara if I'm going somewhere more tropical, if I'm going to be swimming. That way I know my makeup's not going to come off, especially mascara, because it's never a pretty sight when your mascara runs, so I always pack a waterproof mascara with me. And this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex waterproof mascara. So all of those products are packed in here in this little bag, and I've still got plenty of room for my lip products. Next up is some eyeshadow palettes, and I always make sure I pack the smallest eyeshadow palettes I have that I'm going to use the most. So first of all is the Tarte Tartelette Toasted palette. This is just my perfect warm eyeshadow palette. I can create so many different looks with this. It has your beautiful matte transition shades. It has a nice darker brown, some shimmers, gold, bronze, champagne tones. This is what I usually like to wear on holiday, just very natural warm tone looks, so this has been my favourite palette to travel with. And then next I also like to take this palette from Colourpop. This was the collaboration with Carucci, and this is the Femme Rosa palette. I like to take this one as well because it has a bit more colour. It has more of your purple cranberry tones, which is what I like to do if I'm going to wear a little bit more colour on my eyes. So this one is such a beautiful palette, and I can create both soft and more full glam looks with this palette as well. And this one's really compact and easy to take travelling. It's very lightweight. And the last little palette I like to take is one from Huda Beauty. This is one of the Mini Obsessions palettes. This one is smoky. This one's got more of your darker tone colours. It's got a black in it, which is what I need for travelling. It's got some deeper browns. It's got a nice silver. So it definitely covers all my bases with makeup in terms of eyeshadow looks with these 3 palettes. And those have all fit in this makeup bag. It looks quite heavy, but it actually still feels quite light. So that's pretty much everything I'll pack in this bag. Next up is lashes, and I actually can fit my lashes in this bag as well here. Just so I'm not overflowing my other makeup bag, my lashes can definitely fit in this one, so it's convenient to take 2 little makeup bags so you can mix and match where your products go. So lashes, I like to take a few different pairs. It just depends on the look I'm wanting to do, what I'm feeling in the moment at the time. So I like to kind of take a few different options. So first of all, my more natural looking lashes I like to take is this pair from Huda Beauty. These are the style Giselle number 1s. These are some of my favourite natural lashes. So I just put those in the little bag here. Next is the House of Lashes. These are the Demure Lights. I love these lashes. They're very natural and more wispy looking. And the third pair is the House of Lashes Iconic Lights. These ones are still more natural, but they still have a little bit more thickness to them. So they're kind of in between a natural and a full glam lash. If I am wanting to go for some more full glam voluminous lashes, my favourite pairs to take are from Huda Beauty. These are the Samantha No. 7 lashes. These are probably my favourite pair. I've used them that many times, but I really love them. And lastly is the House of Lashes. These are the regular Iconics. They just make your makeup look that extra glam and beautiful, so I love these lashes. And then I also have to pack some lash glue. This is my favourite lash glue at the moment. It's from Revlon. It's the Precision Dark, so it is a black lash glue. And I just find it blends into the lash band really nicely, and it dries really quickly on my eyes, and you don't see any of the black. It just kind of dries clear, but this has been my favourite lash glue. And then I also packed some scissors and tweezers. These are from House of Lashes. I got them in a little set, so I always need to take these for my lashes. So they can also go in this little makeup bag here, and they just fit in there perfectly. Now for lip products. I can fit all of the remaining of my lip products in this bag as well. I've still got plenty of room. So first for lip products, I like to take lip liner. I usually only take 1 or 2 products for lip liners because I find I don't use them a whole lot when I'm traveling, so I just tend to use my liquid lipsticks or lipsticks on their own. But if I am going to take a lip liner, it's going to be this one here from NYX. This is one of their matte lip liners in the shade London, and this is just such a beautiful nude tone lip liner that I can wear under any colour, even a darker colour like a red or a deeper vampy shade. I can still use this lip liner, so this is the one I'll take with me. And when I'm traveling, I find I mostly use nude lip colours. It's just so easy to do, and it just complements all different makeup looks. So I do pack a few different options for nude lip colours. First of all, one of my favourite nude shades is from NYX. It's the Soft Lip Cream in the shade London as well. So this one goes with the lip liner perfectly, and it just is such a beautiful formula for that nice nude matte lip look. I also like to take one of the NYX Butter Glosses. This is in the shade Madeline. This is such a beautiful, more of a nude pinky tone gloss that I can definitely wear on its own, or I can wear over a nude lip colour, and it looks really beautiful. I also love to pack my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. This is literally one of my favourite lip products at the moment. I wore this on its own the other day and it just looked beautiful, and I definitely love wearing this just on its own when I'm travelling. It just gives my lips that nice pouty glossy look, and I can also wear it over the top of a lip product, so this is definitely one I would have to pack with me. And I just pop that one in the bag here, and I've still got a bit of room left. I also like to take another gloss. This is from Dose of Colours, and it's the Katie and Desi collection gloss. This one is called Over the Top, and this is such a beautiful, it's like a clear gloss with gold reflex through it. It looks beautiful. I can also wear this on its own or on top of other lip colours, and it just gives that beautiful shine. I also like to pack a few options for lip colours, some more brighter tones and darker tones. So the first colour I like to pack is also from the Dose of Colours Katie and Desi collection. This one is called Hot Fire, and it's a liquid lipstick. And this is just a beautiful, bright orange red tone. I love wearing these shades when I'm traveling. I just find they look beautiful as a pop of color on the lips. And I'll keep the rest of my face quite natural, more bronzed with highlight. And I can pretty much do nothing on my eyes and just have this as a bright lip look, and it looks amazing. So I love to pack this color. If I'm wanting to do a bright red lip, the perfect color I always pack with me now is from Fenty Beauty. This is the Stunner Lip Paint, and this is just the most amazing red. I love the formula, I love the color. It just looks beautiful. If you want to wear that bright, beautiful looking red lip, this is the color that you need to take. And lastly, if I'm going to do more of a vampy lip look, I love to pack this color from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is one of her liquid lipsticks in the shade Heathers. This is just more of that deep kind of red brown shade. I really like to wear this with very minimal makeup as well, as just a pop of colour on the lips, and it looks beautiful. So this has been my favourite colour to wear for that more of a deep vampy lip look. So that one goes in this bag, and I can close that, and that's all packed. So lastly, all I have left to pack is brushes, and the best way for me to pack brushes is in a brush roll like this. I'm pretty sure I got this one online. Can't even remember where I got it from. If I do remember, I'll put it as a link below, but you can get these from so many different makeup companies now. Morphe does really good ones, BH Cosmetics. You can even find some at your local drugstore or even just online on a lot of beauty websites. So I find this is definitely the best way for me to travel with my makeup brushes. So I'll show you guys all the brushes I like to take with me, and I do apologize, they are quite dirty because I just filmed a makeup look with them, but I'll show you in order of the brushes that I like to use. First of all, for foundation, I like to use this buffing brush from Real Techniques. I just find it buffs on the foundation really smoothly and it doesn't leave any lines, so I do like to pack this one with me. For concealer, my favourite concealer brush is this one here from Morphe. This is the number G2. I just find that this presses concealer in really nicely on the skin. For powder, I like to use a smaller powder brush to get in underneath the eyes and down the centre of the face where I've applied concealer to set it. I like to take this brush from Real Techniques. This is the contour brush, but I like to use it to set powder underneath the eyes and down the centre of the face. And then I also pack this brush from Dose of Colours. This is a setting powder brush. If I am baking under the eyes and down the centre of the face, I like to use this one just to lightly dust away the powder. I find this one works really well for that. And then lastly, I like to take a big powder brush, and this is just to dust powder all over the face to set my makeup. This is the Morphe R2. Next for bronzer, my favourite brush to use is this one from Morphe. It doesn't actually have a number. It was part of the Rose Gold collection, and it's just a really nice shape. It's got that angle shape, so it just blends out bronzer on the skin really beautifully. Next for blush, this is my absolute favourite blush brush. It's the MAC 137. This just lightly dusts on some blush on the skin and it just looks beautiful, and you can build up how much colour you want with this. Next for highlight, I like to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the A23 highlight brush. This applies highlighter beautifully on top of the cheeks, also along the forehead as well, so I like this brush. And I also take this brush from Morphe for highlighting. This is the Y14. This one is really good to use to highlight down the centre of the nose, tip of the nose, the cupid's bow, and more precision highlighting on the cheeks as well, so I really like to use this brush. Now for eyes, I have a bunch of different eye brushes that I take with me for different purposes. The first one is the Morphe M441, and I use this brush to contour down the sides of my nose, but also to apply my transition colour. It's a nice big fluffy blending brush, and it does have a kind of pointed tip to it, so it gets into the crease really nicely. Next is a brush from Zoeva. This is the 224 Luxe Define Crease, and this is really good for getting in the crease and buffing out colours, so I love using this brush. I also like to take the MAC 221. This is a really nice small soft blending brush. I use this to blend out underneath the lower lash line for more of a smokier look, so I really love using this brush. I also like to take this little small brush. This is a Define Crease brush from Makeup Geek. This is really good for packing on colour in the outer corners. It's a really nice small soft dome shape, and I just find it blends out that colour in the outer corners really well. It is a Morphe G26, and this is a nice kind of bigger size eyeshadow brush just to press on colours on the lid very naturally and very softly. And then next I take two synthetic, these are concealer brushes. This one here is from MAC and this one's from Dose of Colours. And I like to use these to press on any shimmer eyeshadows on the lid, and I can spray these brushes with Fix Plus and press on the colour, and it gives it that much more intensity, so I like to take these two with me. And then I also like to take this Dose of Colours pencil brush. This is a nice really small sized brush. This is really good for putting colour right close to the waterline, and I just find it darkens up your eye look. I like to use this with the darker shade and just blend it right in the outer corners. And this last brush here is a Napoleon Curtis brush. This is the Sculpting and Smudging brush 7R, and I like to use this to apply highlight in the inner corners of the eye and also under the brow bone. I find it's the perfect kind of small dome shape. And then of course I also take my beauty blender with me. Where would I be without a beauty blender? This is like the ultimate beauty tool for applying foundation, skincare, concealer, even powder to press under the eyes as well, so I always have to take at least 1 or 2 beauty blenders with me. So then what I do is put all my brushes in kind of upside down, and that's easier for me to put the lid on, and then you just press down the 2 buttons on either side here, and then that way your brushes are all safe and tightly ready to take traveling with you, and they're really easy to grow out. You can just leave them in the brush holder at the bottom and just pick your brushes out and use them as you need to as well. Okay, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video on what makeup I like to take traveling with me and how I pack it and organize it. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.